Welcome back to Never Watch Alone, where you'll never have to watch a movie alone again. I am your host, Tim Lifeit, and joining me is my good buddy, once again, Nathan Ball. How you doing, man? Like, we are here. It has been 1 year since our last John Wick movie, and a year before that we did John Wick 1, and here we are again. This is going to be like an annual thing for us, I think, every August, right?
You promised that'd be great. I'd fucking love
dude.
that.
Well, in all fairness, the next one is supposedly coming out late May of 2022. So hopefully, if it doesn't get more delays, we could be here again 1 year later for John Wick Chapter 4. How fucking cool would that be?
Well, to be honest, that just sounds like fate to me. And well, I'll be damned, Timothy.
Yeah, man. So, number 3. So it took you a while to actually see this one. I actually went to see this one out in the theaters.
It did. It did. Now, so, I don't know, my theater going, we had talked about this before, my theater going has been very lax lately, and at the time I was doing certain types of jobs that didn't give me much free time, unfortunately, and I had to wait until you showed me this, and I've only seen it once, if you can believe it. I only got to watch it one time, so I know.
Knowing you, it would be like one of those things where you're constantly got that shit on repeat almost.
Oh, I know. I'm really fucking irritated about it, actually. So,
yeah, I immediately had to see this in theaters because if you guys remember watching on the last one, when John Wick 2 ended and it just like all the assassins are converging in on him, like they're all getting their cell phones going off and whatnot, and he's running away and he knows that all of Manhattan is going to be on his ass by nightfall, and it just ends. I'm like, fuck you, movie. Like, you do not end there. You keep going because I cannot stand waiting to see what the hell happens. I got to wait a whole nother fucking year for this? That's some bullshit. So,
what?
Yeah, that's the main reason why I had to get into the theater like opening weekend as soon as it came out.
I think we talked about this on our John Wick 2 showing as well. How, like, the movie, what's it, like a 2-hour movie? And it felt like you were literally about halfway through when it cut. Like, I could have sat there for another 2 or 3 hours and just be blissfully happy with the remainder of the story. And it just ends. And I was like, oh, damn it. Like,
I know, right? And what's worse is they did the same thing for this damn movie. And I'm pissed off. You remember at the end of the movie, it's just like, hey, John, you pissed off? Huh? You pissed? And he's like, yeah. Me too, John Wick. Me too. You do not stop there. You keep going. I gotta wait we still have to wait a full year before we can get to see hide nor hair of John Wick again, which really, really fucking sucks. But after now that you've seen all 3, can you which one do you actually list as your favorite as of now?
I still gotta say I like the first one the best. It did a good enough job at doing its job to carry these next couple of films, and it's the story, and we talked about this too as well. It's the story of what's not being told, but what's being shown, because really the only information you get about John Wick in the first 20 minutes of the movie, right?
Yeah.
He's this nice guy that went through this terrible loss that he's trying to pick himself up at. He's got cool toys and a brilliant house, and then people just talk about him. He says next to nothing, but people talk about him as though he's this higher being or something untouchable, something other than human that everybody else just revels in. And then the rest of the show, nay, the rest of the next 3 shows, just explain those first 20 minutes. And I thought, narratively, as a story, if you don't have much to go on, you did it perfect.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing about the first John Wick is that they they were making it deliberately self-contained, like, that's the end of the story, and because they weren't planning on sequels. It was this little movie that everyone was like, holy shit, this fucking Keanu can kick some ass, man. Like, can we see more of that, please? Thank you. And they were like, all right. So yeah, self-containment really helps. Honestly, even after watching all three of them, I still kind of like 2 the best. But that's
Sure.
mostly because I don't. It's just like for me, like with 2 movies, always seem to be the best for me. They just do it. I don't know why. It's like you have these characters that have already been set up, and you get to know them a little bit better. The world's been expanded. You get to build on it, and that's what John Wick got to do. And you had some amazing action sequences that I don't know how they keep managing to wow me with these action sequences. You'd think they'd get stale after a while, because
But no.
because we mentioned that how annoying it is that these movies just end, and you're like, no, I could keep going for like another 90 minutes. Don't stop, keep going. I actually went and made a 5.5-hour edit of all 3 movies just stitched together back to back to back to back. Because I don't want it to end. I want you to keep going. No, you do not keep going. I will gladly sit on my ass for 5.5 hours to watch this story. I will gladly sit for 8 hours and watch that story unfold. That's fine.
Well,
I really don't care.
On top of that, these movies are made almost specifically to do that. Like, it's convenient as so. Like, it's not like you're doing all 3 Lord of the Rings movies, which, by the way, in the books is a span of like what almost 20 years or something like that.
Yeah.
And they flip the movies, but there's a serious gap of time in between all of them, even if you do your marathon runs and stuff like that. This movie, it's like the last scene is still the first scene. Therefore, you're not losing any time. If you slice them together like that, it's still one. It's like what? It's been like a week in John Wick time or something like that.
Yeah, for real. That was the joke when Chad Stahelski was writing. I believe it was writing 2. They were like, "Oh my God, we're doing a sequel. Do we pick it up like a few months later, a few years later? Like, how far are we talking?" And then they were like, well, you know what? Let's just pick it up like right after where the last one ended, and just be like, yeah, John Wick is just having a really bad week.
Yeah. Jesus Christ,
and he is. Jesus Christ. When you watch him in succession, like, Jesus Christ. All this for a puppy. A puppy.
All this for a puppy and some little shit biscuit couldn't just leave well enough alone. That is it. And it just
Fuck that guy.
This is one hell of a domino effect. Like,
right. And apparently, I hear that not only in addition are they, because I know they're working on 4 right now. I believe they just started shooting, but they are going to shoot for a 5th one. And now I don't know if they're going to do this, but I'd like to say that each film is supposed to represent the 5 stages of grief and loss, which I think would be a really cool thing. I don't know what he's on each individual one. I forget what they are off the top of my head. But yeah, I'm eager to see if that's the route that they're going. Because I know Keanu's like, look, I will play this role until I'm dead.
Yeah.
I'm having so much fun with this. I don't care.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, hell, dude, Keanu is just like...
You want John Wick 83? Yeah.
Old man John Wick.
Yes.
Like,
Yes, I do, in fact, what John Wick 83. So, you're right.
Oh my God, that would actually be a fucking amazing movie. Just... Oh, I don't even know what that would be, but all I know is they got my money if they decide to do that.
Oh, it's like my favorite X-Men movie right now is Logan.
Yeah,
and
mine
still
too.
it's just so wonderfully done, especially if you read the like Old Man Logan comics where it's loosely based off of and shit like that.
Yeah.
But it's just like it's such a different aspect to it, but it shows a hero that I love later on in their life, and you're still just kicking ass and taking names, but you're salty about it. And that's what I think John Wick 87 will be. It's just some Gran Torino fuck you bullshit, and I'm still going to whoop your ass at the end of this. me and my nonagenarian self. Fuck you.
All right, well, how about this though? Before we start the movie, just because that's going to be a long way down the line, but eventually they probably are going to just with all the shit that John Wick is going through. He's still a mortal man. So, in your headcanon for now, how does John Wick die?
I think it will be obviously in the acceptance stage of filming, so movie 5. I think he's just done. Like, at some point, it just isn't worth it to him anymore. I think it will be well written. I think it will be written in a way that changes the status quo, but everyone's a bit at peace. So at first, he kind of uprooted this criminal underworld as a vendetta. Then it led into uprooting the system that allows it to propagate and thrive. And I think once that changes, I think it's only going to cascade higher than that. Once it changes, there'll be kind of like an unsettling feeling, like kind of like figure it out. And then I think he's going to just let himself either walk away or die, like walk away forever. But I think the only way he can do that, if I'm being very honest, is if he dies, because there's always going to be something that brings him back. And I think that's part of his tortured life that his past wife was talking about. But I don't think it's possible for him while he's alive, because of what he's done to get there, won't let him go. So the only other way out, I think it'll be similar to like Gran Torino or something like that. Everybody expects this big badass thing, and it's just not. That's my prediction.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. Maybe something quiet. I
Yeah.
want to see John Wick die in his sleep or something, but ultimately I know he's probably going to die of a lot of wounds. Let's be honest. A lot
Again,
of wounds.
with the movie canon as it is right now, his wounds, his stabbing, gunshot, beating the shit out of, are at max like 2 weeks old, maybe.
Yeah.
They are all fresh and ready to be opened. So he's not coming in any of these fights fresh at all. I didn't with the second movie, certainly not with this one. I think it's just going to keep building, and he's just going to wind down eventually. But
dude, you know what they're probably going to do? They're probably going to do an homage to the ending of Cowboy Bebop.
Don't you fucking do that to me, Tim. You know how many?
Man.
I've watched Cowboy Bebop so many times. You know how many times I watched the ending of Cowboy Bebop? Once.
I
refuse.
It's so,
it's so well done, but no. No.
Actually, that'd be like a really heartbreaking ending, but beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, we'll just have to wait a couple of years for that one, man. But in the meantime, how about we start this bad boy up? For those of you listening back home, I hope you got your Blu-ray or your DVD digital copy, because honestly, I looked it up. There's not a lot of places it's streaming right now. I mean, if you want, you can buy it off of like somewhere like Amazon Prime or wherever. But either way, have your copy ready, because we are about to start this bad boy in 3, 2, 1, click. And once again, we got our many production logos to go through, including Lionsgate. Because this is an indie art action movie. Because I also hear that because it's kind of low-key indie stuff and whatnot, that they want to have some like crossover stuff with like Atomic Blonde, or I don't know if you saw the latest movie from Bob Odenkirk, Nobody.
Oh yeah.
Did you see that actually? I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard nothing but good things.
I had it started. It's sitting there, and it caught my attention at the wrong time, and I just haven't turned it back on.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that, because I hear it's really fucking good. They want to do like a crossover between him and John Wick. Oh, there it is. Chapter 3, Parabellum.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about crossovers with this, because I kind of like this story being so contained. You know, I don't want it to be so left and right and center. You know.
Yeah.
This is we were talking about worlds in our previous conversation off screen. This is one of the rare exceptions where I think I would prefer the world be contained in this little space. I want the story here.
Yeah, that's fair. I can see that because the world building on this has been amazing.
Right.
Oh, dude. Seriously, I love the fact that you don't lose literally any time between the last one. Seriously. And it also makes editing them all together as this one giant thing. I call my edit the super kill cut. And I will be adding John Wick's chapters 4 and 5 as they come out to them, so it's just this one sprawling epic. And I really wish I could post that somewhere. I really want other people to watch that because I know tons of people will be like, "Oh, are you kidding me? I would totally watch a 5.5 hour cut of John Wick, just like all of it in one go. I would kill for that."
$14 million.
That's a lot of money.
That's some cheddar, Bob. Like that's
Oh
some
man,
scratch.
right in the man. Don't you just? It's crazy. Oh, hey, check it out in the background. You see Buster Keaton? Yeah. It's another homage to Buster Keaton, the greatest stuntman who ever lived. I know Chad Stahelski likes to put references to Buster Keaton in these movies, just as like homage to the first one, the guy who really started in the path to stunt work for everyone of the 20th century. Yeah. Yep, that's about right. Oh man,
What another great small tip of the hat to John Wick's, persona, like his legend.
his reputation for sure.
Yes. Yeah. And now it's a bit different because we're a couple of movies in, but still, how little is said says so much.
Oh, I love this little exchange. I love how all the homeless people of New York are secretly assassins. Do you know how fucking scary that shit is? Because have you ever been to New York? There's a lot of homeless.
I have been there. Yeah.
And
No,
the
thank
fact
you.
that they're all secretly packing under all that garbage is kind of terrifying. And it's great world building, but Jesus Christ. Man, dude, can we just like talk about the color scheme and the color grading of these movies? Like the rich
That was a great
like
shot.
all of this, like all the, because I've been noticing, you know how in like the old film noir films, like the really seedy, dark tales of violence and criminality of the 1940s, they were always these really beautiful deep blacks and these stark contrasting black and white images. Nowadays, when you show those kinds of stories, yeah, there are deep dark shadows, but there's this new element that they're always lit with these brightly contrasted colors of neon.
Mhm.
Like, cause you see that a lot. I think one of the first major movies that I think played around with that idea was Drive by Nicholas Winding Refn. He just used a shitload of all these rich, vibrant colors against the deep, dark shadows, and I think that's kind of the established look of the neo noir look of these movies nowadays.
Do you know what that actually reminds me of? And you're gonna laugh at this.
What's that?
Batman Forever.
Oh,
19. Yeah.
Joel
Yeah.
Schumacher was ahead of the game, man.
Yeah. Like, do you remember that though? When Robin
It
went out of his
was.
own
You're
shit, took the
right.
fucking Batmobile like a little chud wagon, and then like,
Got my Pitmobile. Woo! Just like shut the fuck up, Robin.
took it to some back alley neon gang or some shit.
Like the world's greatest laser tag club.
Yeah.
Okay, not
That's
gonna
what that
lie.
reminds me of.
This shit right here, I really want to get like
In
I've
what?
been
How?
I searched forever to find a copy of that book, the Russian folktale book. I can't find it
Mhm.
anywhere, even like a replica, because I really want to make a hollow book exactly like that. It complete with the velvet red on the inside too. Like I really want to make a prop
Mhm.
replica of that, but sadly can't find that print anywhere. I think I found one, and it was unavailable, and it was all the way in like the Ukraine or somewhere.
Give it time.
But yep,
Shit'll come
there,
back.
I'm pretty sure there's someone out there who will make some other kind of replica copy that, or some other mold that I can rip off of and do like a 3D print or something. Oh yeah, I like that. He's quoting Dante. This motherfucker, man. You know, this is like a really good case, and when these guys always do excellent oddball casting. Like they get some
Mhm.
really interesting people as assassins. Like in the last one, they had like an actual former sumo wrestler. This guy is actually a Serbian basketball player. Like he was in the NBA and
Well,
shit.
yeah. Jesus, I don't disbelieve that at all. Man's
Well, I mean,
giant.
look at the size. Yeah, look at the size of his hands. Like I believe firmly that this dude can, you know, move a basketball. But I really love that kind of casting. Is that they get these people that you wouldn't normally associate with an action genre, and it's like a weird exotic kind of thing. And it adds for some really interesting new layers to fight scenes. But this shit right here, I still cringe when this part happens with the book. Right here in the mouth, and then
Ooh.
breaks his fucking jaw. God
Ooh.
damn. Damn. You know, I remember. You remember how
That is
they have like this
creative.
weird. It is because I remember in like the
Put the
Born
book back.
Identity movies. Oh, I love that he puts it back in place, bloodstain and all. I love that. But it reminds me of what they were kind of doing on the Born Identity movies, where they had Jason Bourne fight with one everyday item that he turned into a deadly weapon. So I think, you know, the first one he used a pen. The second one he used like a magazine that he rolled up and just used as like a blunt instrument. And I think in the third one they also used a book, although not quite as effectively as Mr. Wick here. Because goddamn, I still cringe when he breaks the guy's jaw.
Mhm.
Oh shit, Morpheus, the Bowery King. I still say, man, dude, for real, like for the fourth or fifth one, just throw Carrie Ann Moss a goddamn cameo already. Let's complete the Matrix reunion. Do it, you cowards. And besides, if you don't believe me, if you would believe it, look, dude, it's the Keymaker. That's totally the Keymaker. Like, come on, man. Just like, what is Carrie Ann Moss doing these days anyway, outside of Matrix 4? I mean, just have her cameo in something. Like, give her a bit part. Complete the goddamn trio. I'm begging you. You listening, Stahelski? I do like the Doc character though. He's
Mhm.
working just as fast as he can to get this thing done out on the clock. But I also love that they basically got him for these movies because I think I mentioned this several times on the last two John Wick episodes. Is that yeah, like Chad Stahelski, he didn't start out as a director. John Wick was his first time directing. He actually got his start being a stunt double for Brandon Lee in The Crow, and then he went on to do all the stunt work for Keanu. He was Keanu Reeves' stunt double through the entire Matrix trilogy, and you know they became really good friends, and they decided you know wouldn't be cool if Stahelski could take the helm of a project and have Keanu get in there for star power and because they knew each other. And they had a whole bunch of other contacts through the Matrix, and the guy playing the Doc, uh, they all that was one of those connections, man. They just decided to use the Wachowski method, if you will. It chimes midnight for Mr. Wick.
There we go.
Oh shit. I also I mean, I mentioned this before.
I'll
on the
just
last
do it
one,
myself.
Yeah, for real. But I really, really love the design of the operating rooms and how all the women here have just a massive amount of prison tattoos.
Uh-huh.
I love that. Even the older ones, they are all just heavily tattooed, and that I don't know why. That just gives it a really rich, another level of richness to these.
Right. Ooh.
Ow, ow. Seriously,
Not how I would
all
do
the
that.
Ow. You got to be John Wick in order to sew yourself up, man. Like Jesus. Oh yeah, and these guys, the ones outside, you'll be seeing them again later. But those guys are veterans of the Raid Redemption, which is the last movie that we did for Action April. How cool is this doctor? Am I right? Like, this dude's literally willing to take not one but 2 bullets for John. Oh, god damn. This guy is literally willing to take a bullet. And not just one, but the 2. I also love he doesn't give him any warning. It's like, it hurts less when you don't see it coming, right? Oh, Jesus. Man, look at that. The production design. I love the production design on these things. Like, especially when you really get to go to town with these color gradings. Just like all the rich blues and the deep greens and the dark reds. Love it. And of course the rain's a really nice added effect.
Mm-hmm.
Although it must have been pretty fucking miserable to shoot on location with a rain machine pouring down you at like, 2:00 in the morning. Like, that's just
That's a door. Jesus.
Yeah, it is. Also, who the hell's collection is this?
I want it.
I don't know.
It's just
Yeah,
weird enough
exactly.
to go in my house.
But whose collection is this shit, man? Like, is this like an antique store or whatnot?
Looks like it, like a pawn shop or some shit.
Yeah. Like, you got the Gatling gun and all these old vintage weapons. The flintlock pistols.
Pawn front for a personal collection.
You know what? That could be it. Like, it's totally like a front, and this is just like warehouse storing.
Yeah, cowboy. That's what's up.
Yeah. And I love this. Like, he actually has to assemble a pistol to his liking. This is actually a really cool sequence to watch. Like, you really get to feel like he's not just an expert at shooting, but he's an expert at assembling and understanding the nature of firearms themselves. I also think that was a tribute to Good, Bad, and the Ugly, because there's a scene where one of the characters actually has to put together a revolver and listen in for like the specific ticks and bobbles for it to function the way he wants. So, might be a really cool little homage, if you will. I also like this part here where he has to. Yeah, yeah. Do you also notice
Woo!
yeah, in the head. But do you also notice they were using that like Western guitar riff while he was doing it too?
Mm-hmm.
I like that. And we got our first fight. We're only what?
And
We're about
we got our first
seven,
manhandles. What we got?
first real fight, and we are only about 17 minutes in, man. This movie wastes no time. So another thing that I've been talking about on this show is like they don't really do a whole lot of broken glass anymore because it's either CG or it's obviously faked or they just don't want to do it because the actors like
Right.
it's too could be too hazardous, too dangerous. Well, it's a lot to set up and reset up for a second take, and I get that, but I'm finally glad to see a sequence that has this much amount of broken glass. That's not a knife. This is a knife. Oh, God. Jesus.
Oh!
Jesus Christ. Oh.
Woo!
Damn, man.
Yeah.
Look at him throw these things. Just, God.
Those are just
damn.
ice shards. Or ice shards, glass shards.
Right? Ah, God.
Another one, Jesus.
Oh, shit. Oh, damn. You gonna go for 3? Oh, ah, ah,
Oh, in the
ah, 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 oh. Jesus Christ. Oh,
Woo.
ow. Dude, that was like 5 knives in the guy. God damn. Oh, now he's got an axe.
Also, this is incredibly impressive choreography because this is all one shot still.
Yeah, it's like these are long takes, wide angles. Like, yeah, there's a little shaky cam, but it's not obvious. It's not like the Bourne movies where it's really like all over the place. It's handheld, but it's not shaky cam. And I appreciate that. Oh, no.
One of the 7 knives in that dude.
Oh! God. Damn! And then probably the part that we've seen some pretty awful deaths in this sequence, but this guy is by far the worst because it's so slow. Oh, busted his eye open like a grape. And I really like this little coda here with the one guy who's still breathing, takes the tomahawk, and with perfect precision, boom.
Oh.
Damn!
Oh.
Again, I've been saying this I already said this already, but it's just, you would think after, like, these 3 movies, you would think these fight sequences would get, like, kind of stale after a while. Jesus Christ, no they don't. And what's really interesting, because I've noticed a lot in movies recently, especially like action movies, is that the hero is always like unbeatable, and there's never really any pain factor anymore,
Mm-hmm.
But these fight sequences, they bring the pain to the fights, and that's what I miss. Motherfucker. And again, just to kind of keep these action sequences fresh, it's not enough for a car chase or a motorcycle chase. No, we're gonna have John Wick ride a horse out of here.
Because why not, really? I mean, honestly.
Horse. And in all fairness, Keanu Reeves, he actually was trained in horseback riding, and Chad
Of course
Stahelski
he
was like,
was.
well, Chad Stahelski heard that, and he's like, oh, really? You can ride a horse? Shit, let's make a horseback sequence for this movie. Let's do that. And Keanu Reeves, being his usual self, is like, yeah, let's do it.
That's like the third nut shot in 2 minutes.
So many goddamn nut shots. R.I.P. balls. I also like this. He uses the horse to fuck him up. Oh! Ah! Ow! 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 Seriously, like
Don't
I
you
said,
shoot the horse, you piece of shit.
these movies bring the pain into these fight sequences. Because even in like the Marvel movies, you can see these guys go through they take a few licks and whatnot, but goddamn, they still get back up. These guys, they do not get back up. I assure you, you take like 3 kicks from a horse, you ain't getting back up.
Nice kick sequence.
Right? Oh. Know where he's going with this one. Oh, dragging his ass. Damn.
Jesus.
John Wick on a motherfucking horse, everybody. I remember they wouldn't stop playing this for the promos. Because, Keanu was doing like a lot of press for this movie. And he's like, yeah, we got John Wick on a horse being chased by motorcycles. Like, haven't seen that in a while.
And like anywhere else, this would be ridiculous, but they're just like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, actually,
sounds good to me.
Although it's been a hot minute, but I have actually seen oh fuck, damn. But I have seen a motorcycle chase with a horse before, and it was done very cleverly. Jesus Christ!
What a side saddle shot. That's
right. But I have seen a horse,
a
horse being chased by motorcycles, or rather, a horse chasing motorcycles. It was in True Lies with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Remember, Jim Cameron totally had
really?
Arnold Schwarzenegger on a horse chasing a fugitive on a motorcycle, and it went into an elevator and everything.
I don't remember that. I'll have to rewatch that.
That was a real big deal, because apparently there was a shot in that sequence where Arnold was jumping through a fountain to stop the bad guy, and that was in the script it was actually supposed to be in the Washington reflection pool, but they wouldn't allow that, so they wrote it into having it be in a hotel lobby instead, which was still really an interesting chase sequence. Might have to do True Lies sometime, because I actually really like that movie. A lot of it hasn't aged well, but overall, it's still a fun time, I think. Even his belt, because they're like, we know what a master of what a deadly weapon you are, and we want to give you the least amount of weapons you can have. Oof. Those ballerina shoes, man. Never underestimate ballerinas. Those dancers are kind of low-key insane and just unbelievable feats of physicality. Apparently they want to do a spin-off of this whole part of the universe. I don't know how that's going to go, but yeah, they do, but I don't know how that's going to go, but we'll see. Huh. Oh yeah, and there's another big star coming up. Morticia herself, Angelica Hudson. I love her presence in this movie. Like all the jewels, all the rings, the brace, all of it, just just gives this. It feels like if my grandmother was like a madam, a very powerful madam, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But do love they basically got Morticia Adams in this role. That's really awesome. I wonder if she's going to show up in the sequel to this. Because I heard she really, really enjoyed working on this movie. Because apparently a lot, especially pretty much every newcomer to this movie, like all the assassins that come and get him, the Adjudicator character that comes later in the movie, yeah, basically all of
Yeah.
them were like huge fans of John Wick already, and they're like, "Oh hell yeah, I want to be in on this." And I wonder how, and I really wonder how long they're going to like, um, just constantly fondle Chad Stahelski to be like, "Can we be in the next one? Can we please be in the next one? Can we please be in the next one?"
Yeah,
Like, I really want to
fondle it
know.
up. I mean,
Well, Chad Stahelski is actually a very pretty man. I don't know if you've ever seen him in real life or in interviews or anywhere. Yeah, but apparently that ballerina, she's there's talks of a spinoff for her character and this whole like side part of the universe, which I don't know how it's going, but
well, they
I mean,
dropped
I know they're gonna be
a brand ass new.
ah
Yeah.
ah ah. Sorry, that when she pulls her big toenail off, like ah. Do not Google ballerina feet, listeners of this podcast. Do not. Do not. Yeah, actually, and some chucklefuck shit who couldn't leave well enough alone.
But anyways, as I was saying before, I was like, yeah, I don't know how a spinoff would work, but it'd be interesting because they dropped a whole bunch of new lore in a quick sentence.
Yeah, they
Like,
did.
like Jesus.
There's a whole lot. I mean, I don't. I forget whether or not if they followed through with the Continental spinoff, because I know they wanted to do like a television series um, about strictly about the Continental Hotel. Uh, but yeah, I haven't really heard anything about it yet. And dude, just I wish I had the access to this kind of production value. Like
Right.
this old house, all these antiques and beautiful paintings. Because I
Even
actually hit
replicas are still gonna cost you a shit ton. I
for
mean,
real,
like
dude.
quick. Not saying like these are real or nothing, but like quick replicas are still gonna cost you a pretty penny. You
Yeah,
know, like little
yeah.
slap ups and stuff like
I
that.
actually, I've always wanted to shoot a scene like this in like an action movie, strictly because I know a friend of mine who is actually uh, loosely related to the Bonanno crime family. Like she is full blown Italian Sicilian and has a
Jesus.
very intimidating presence. And I've always said to her one of these days that if I ever made an action movie that requires a very powerful female presence, like a crime lord or a madam or whatever whatever Angelica Hudson's character here is. I always wanted to cast her in that bit role. To say I got a real relative of the Bonanno crime family. And like she's not technically related. It's like very loosely, but there are some like blood ties. Like she doesn't have any like direct things like that. She gets so many questions. Um, but yeah, I've always wanted to cast her in a role like this, and I know she'll jump at the chance to do it. Oh, the brand. Boy, this really is a big moment because now he can't set foot in the States anymore. Oh, here we go. Now the introduction to this character, the Adjudicator. This is probably one of the most intimidating characters I've seen in these movies. And that's saying quite a bit.
Again, what
Seriously,
perfect
like
casting.
yeah, dude, for real, cuz like it's that wide-eyed, unblinking, authoritarian, administrative death stare that this actor just I forget it, their name. Um Asia Kate Dillon. Yeah, she just they have like just this administrative death stare that still scares me every time I watch it, honestly. Because they have the cadence that they bring to the role is like seriously, whenever they start talking, it's like uh and what's weird is she doesn't or they don't even have that resting bitch face that you normally associate
Right.
with these kind of characters.
It's all in the eyes. It's
Yeah,
unblinking. Actually, I don't think she's blinked yet. Up, oh, there. But that was about it. But even so,
a
like
little
during
bit.
conversation, I don't think I've seen her blink.
Yeah. Although it is they, because as apparently this is not only is her this actor's character non-binary, the actor is non-binary in real life,
Oh, I
which
didn't
I
know that.
find is really interesting. Yeah, yeah. I took a closer look because I also saw Dylan in Orange Is the New Black, which I really like
Mmm.
that show. Yeah. So, I think that's probably the reason why they got this role. So, yeah. You also got to love how I really love that the place of scene is the crematorium, and it's like a talk between the devil himself or something like that, or it's like a chat in hell.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine, like, because you mentioned that John Wick was just coming out of retirement to deal with his one thing, and he ruffled up too many feathers, and now he's ruffling the feathers of the high table. What I'm guessing what's probably going to happen, and I know that they've been hinting at it for a while, is that John Wick is going to turn the table over.
Mm-hmm.
He's just going to flip the thing straight up and destroy it from the ground up.
Right.
Whew, you guys are going to be running that thing for a while. Oh, shit. Again, I just really love the authority they have. Because now
Right.
this is someone who is fucking around not just with, Ian Shane's character, but also Lawrence Fishburne. Dudes that are, like, even higher. They seem like to be. You always had the feeling that they, in the last two movies, that they were, like, members of the high table when they're actually just under the table. And I'm like, God damn.
Yeah. They're like it really puts in perspective. They're like the biggest fish in the small pond type stuff. And you didn't think that.
Yeah, for real. To quote one of the best, to quote the best Star Wars movie, just to piss everyone off. There's always a bigger fish.
Mm-hmm.
Man, people will forget how good Phantom Menace really is, for real. Like, it's... I've seen people used to... Do you remember when people used to say, oh, it's the worst movie of all time? Like,
Nah,
shut up. I dare you to watch one Neil Breen movie. Just one, motherfucker. And if you think that's the worst, I would like to show you the Star Wars Holiday Special. You crying fucktard.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Say what? I ain't giving this shit up. I'm the king of the Bowery. Also love how he puts down the umbrella just to let it rain on him. Oh, dude, Lawrence Fishburne. Man, he hands it up in just the right way. And now we go to Casablanca. I love this. I really do, because this is... It's always been like a legendary as a safe haven for pirates and refugees and whatnot, and now it's being a refugee for John Wick. But we also have these beautiful exotic locations to show.
I think this is also the longest time skip we've gotten so far.
Yeah, it's probably been like a couple of days while he's been on the boat to
Say at least
to
two.
Morocco. Yep.
Say at least two.
I know he definitely got his suit dry cleaned. It's not nearly as bloody as before.
Yeah.
But assassins are everywhere. Oh, that's such a cool shot. A lot of these shots really feel like their primary influence was like comic books. You know? Like really deep, shadowy kind of silhouette stuff. Like that shit right there is like straight out of a fucking comic book.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you guys really want to do this? You really want to do this?
The other thing I like that's kind of subtle is John Wick doesn't start a single fight. Like, he tries to walk away from almost every fight I've seen in the course of the movies, with the exception of the first one. He kind of went ham on that one. But, like, he's reluctant, which is nice.
Well, in all fairness, I think one of the best attributes of the strongest man in the room is he's the one who wants to fight the least. Because I think it's something that reminds me of a line from Avengers: Age of Ultron, where it's like, Bruce Banner, you're the strongest and most dangerous guy in this room, but you're also the guy who least wants to fight. And that
right.
Yeah.
Natasha Romanoff's line.
Once again, keeping those neon colors, man. I like the consistency. The aqua blues and greens. Oh, well, this is just a good time.
I'm sorry, Tim. What? I was not paying attention. Continue.
Yeah, man, those are some really, really distracting hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah. Yep. 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 The scenery took my breath away.
And speaking of taking my breath away, we got ourselves the next big star of the movie, which I was so happy for her to come in, because it's been a while since I've seen her in anything really like really substantially good. Miss Halle Berry. Oh, the dogs. Relax, boys. This is John Wick. He's a friend of dogs.
What a silhouette.
Right. Mm. Oh, man.
Yeah, but hang on. Hear me out.
I have this thing. Man, it's been so long since I've seen Halle Berry in something really good. Because, like, I think the last genuinely, like, movie that I really liked that she was only in for a couple of seconds or a few minutes, and that was X-Men Days of Future Past.
Right.
Yeah, she kind of had, like, this crazy, like, top-of-the-world feeling, like, in the late 90s and early 2000s, especially when she won her Oscar for Monsters Ball, but I don't know, man. It's been kind of ups and downs ever since Catwoman. Am I right?
I mean, as far as movies go, but how? What's she like? 60?
Yeah, I know. She is in her mid-50s. I think she's like 54,
Good
55.
God.
Right? That's a lot of melanin, man. She is like the epitome
How-
of like
How?
eternal
How
youth.
are you
man.
able to? How are you able to cast two immortals? Is beyond me.
Right? The only other way to, you know what? Actually, I guess there is one more immortal that we could have and he would actually be an amazing villain. Imagine this: Patrick Stewart as one of the John Wick villains.
Ooh.
Now
Paul
that's
Rudd.
the other like. Well, Paul Rudd would be good,
I think
but he's too
had
much
this
of a
discussion.
silly fuck.
We had this discussion already. One of my favorite things is when comedians do their own thing.
And do
They
serious stuff
show
for
their
a change.
range. Yeah. I bet you with all that humor in his backlash, him having a serious role and an evil serious role would actually be kind of like jarring.
Yeah, you know what? I'm kind of weird. You know, Paul Rudd, if you're listening, first off, thank you. Send this to your friends, please. But Paul Rudd, dude, yeah. Campaign for a role in a John Wick movie just to really throw us off. Like, be like, what the hell's Ant-Man doing here? This is awesome. But Patrick Stewart, I would totally rock as like a villain role. Like, get all the immortals for the John Wick franchise. God, you are right. She doesn't look a day over 30. It's ridiculous. And Keanu does not look like a day over 40. But that's
With his
only
beard.
because he's yeah, with his beard, he does not look a day over 40. Without his beard, he looks like he's in his mid-30s.
He didn't look the way I expected him to look in Bill and Ted, but still way younger than he is.
For real, dude. Like, it's amazing these 50-year-olds can kick such ass. Like, they can easily kick both our asses in a bar fight. For real.
Just looks at
Like,
the dog.
If there was
Yeah.
a giant sprawling bar fight and Keanu Reeves and Halle Berry just happen to be there and they're just like
I'm just gonna
caught
leave.
up in the mess of it all, yeah, they totally kick our asses.
I'm
And
just
I'm
gonna
not even mad that they would.
leave. Like, I'm done. I'm out. Forget it.
Oh, we got Mark Dacascos. I actually really like this guy a lot. And I also love that he's not like the typical, like, you know, assassin who... Oh, kitty. He's not like the typical, like, you know, kindly person who turns stern and evil. He's actually kind of got a humorous, quirky side to him. that I really like a lot. And I also like that he's supposed to be like a counterbalance to John Wick. Like John Wick's obviously the dog person, he's the cat
Mm-hmm.
person. I kind of like that dynamic actually.
Mm-hmm. As he's preparing pufferfish, which is famously poisonous unless prepared perfectly.
Yep. But I'm sure with his very skilled hands, he's got this easily. And of course, by the way, were you like the first when you learned about blowfish being very poisonous? Did you, like everyone else that I know, learn that from The Simpsons? Because I totally learned that from The Simpsons.
No, I don't think I did. I don't know where I
Oh,
learned it
really?
from though, but I
Oh,
don't think I
okay.
did.
Because I really love this how she eats that. I don't know why that just her the way she moves her body with very deliberately is just. Um, but yeah, there's an episode of The Simpsons. It's like early on where Homer goes out to try something new and he tries sushi and he accidentally orders blowfish, and he's supposed to die in like 24 hours and it's kind of like that story of where you expect to die in 24 hours and you try to
By the
live
way,
your final last day.
can we talk about how good that last thing was?
Which one?
Like the ballerina ensemble.
Oh yeah, dude, for real. I guess that's why they really want to do a spin-off. Because that kind of shit, that kind of performance is very non-trivial. Like, my God.
Yeah. They didn't just throw some shit together.
No. They had artists perform this. I mean, look at that.
Uh-huh.
Although we still got to acknowledge the amazing stunt work for these Godfather-like kills. Because,
Right.
shit, man. Because that's what I'm really loving. I'm really loving that these are hard R-rated, well choreographed action movies that really allow you to do the things with melee and gunplay. Oh, the way that comes out of they come out of the shadows. That's so fucking terrifying and badass. You gotta love how it doesn't even phase the dancers though. In all fairness, they were probably just so in the zone during their performance that they just didn't notice them.
This is so fucking intense.
Right? Dude, seriously. They literally got her in the spotlight for this. I'll say it's. I'm gonna say this so many times. Ozzy Kate Dillon as the adjudicator. This is every principal visit that I never wanted to meet as a kid. It is that it is that uncomfortable at an administrative level, you know. And I really like the punishment here. Very very Christ-like. Really gotta love how a lot of the imagery of this world is kind of deep seated in ancient, like Catholic and uh, Roman Catholic kind of stylization and architecture and whatnot. Oh shit! The attack dogs, man.
I
Dude,
Yes, I was
Halle.
looking at the attack dogs, Tim, the whole time. Never
Well, the
mind
reason
that
why.
Halle Berry was once again wearing leather pants. Well, whatever.
Well, if I want to watch Halle Berry in leather pants and that's the focus, then I'll watch Catwoman. Gladly,
Lucky
because
sack of shit
just
right
on
now.
mute. Like I won't actually watch Catwoman, just to watch.
Yep.
Oh
Yep.
man. But yeah, dude, Halle Berry trained her ass off for this movie. Like, did you actually see her and Keanu Reeves doing gun training on the range for this movie?
No. No.
Holy shit, dude. I'll send you a link afterwards. And for those of you
Thank you.
listening at home, I will put a link in the description below for you because the training that they put on display is insane. Holy shit. Like, you see these motherfuckers just popping off rounds. One, boom, 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 boom. And they just stop to reload and just it's nuts. Nuts. And not just Keanu. It's total. Halle Berry was totally in on it too. She's like, and in addition to all the gun training, she also trained with the dogs. Like, she actually was basically the trainer to these dogs you see on screen. So that
That's
way
so
it could
cool.
look right. So that way it looked like it wasn't just so she looked like she was guiding or training the dogs and guiding them and leading them and whatnot. It's because she actually was for a good majority of these scenes. Because usually in movies, you'll have like trainers behind the camera and they'll, direct them in ways that they do whatever ways they can behind the camera or off out of frame. But it's never about the interactions between the actor and the animal. It's about the interaction between the animal and the trainer, and that's why you see these movies shot the way that they are. Not with these movies though; they shoot it wide, they shoot it long, and
Yeah.
that's why they had Halle Berry train on it, so it looked like they could have that kind of flexibility, and it so pays off because uh, this next sequence coming up, like gun fu with attack dogs, like I never seen that in an action movie ever, and that was like one of the most fresh things about this movie.
I like how everybody's like ballsy.
I know, right? Especially this guy here, which you guys might recognize this guy. Um, oh God, what was his what the hell was his name? He was um the master of coin from Game of Thrones. What's his God? What the fuck is his name? I'm blanking here.
So am I.
But you remember? But you watched Game of Thrones, right? And you remember
Not as
seeing
much as
him
no.
in
I
that?
read it. I didn't watch it.
Okay. Um, Jerome Flynn. That's it. Me as I Google it like a loser. Yeah, he was Bronn on in Game of Thrones, not Bran. Bronn, the knight who will do just about anything for a quick buck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I did watch that much. I watched like seasons 1 and 2.
yeah. Although he gets some major parts for like the mid part of the show.
Sure.
Um, and he's probably one of my more favorite characters, like around seasons 4 and 5. How about one of your doggies? I want one of your doggies. Oh hell no, I ain't giving up one of my doggos. I think this guy needs to rewatch the first movie because you clearly do not fuck around with an assassin's dogs. Oh, not cool. Not cool. You shot the puppy. You're gonna die now. You're gonna get your ass whooped. Oh hell no, they didn't. Oh! Now all hell's breaking loose.
The one golden rule of these movies: don't fuck with dogs.
Now, yeah, for real, dude. Ah, cockshot!
Yeah.
Ow! 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 Bite his dick! Twist his dick! Twist his dick!
Yeah, buddy.
Jesus Christ. Damn! Damn! Dude, seriously, these dogs do not mess around. He's dickless now. Oh! Ow! I get it. I get it.
I understand.
If
Why do you
anyone
think we're
in-
here?
If anyone in any movie universe would understand, it's John Wick. Oh, damn. You know, remember in the first one where he was taking down red shirts and how they had to reuse a lot of dudes, like hair and makeup, disguising your stuntmen with beards and fake noses and wigs and, shaven dudes with their, shaven dudes and whatnot, just so you can use your stunt guy? Must be really, really convenient to have all these dudes in fucking turbans so you can't see your stuntmen, and you can just use as many as you want.
I gotta tell you also, Tim, I am mildly turned on, and it's not specifically Halle Berry. Just in general, like, because everything that's happening here, well.
Oh shit. I mean, in all fairness, this is probably my favorite action scene in this entire movie because, again, I've never seen this before. I've seen Gun Fu, but I haven't seen Gun Fu mixed with attack dogs. Because apparently, Chad Stahelski specifically designed a martial art to be used with attack dogs. I forget.
Of course he did. Why
I don't know if he gave it. Well, if you're a stunt coordinator and you've done, shit since '94, wouldn't you want to try to think of something new and interesting? Like, hell yeah, I would. But yeah, I've never seen this before. Is Gun Fu with attack dogs and martial arts. Like, that is fresh. Also, can you just, give it a hats off to these guys for having, 80% headshots? Because it really does feel like 80% of these shots are headshots. Get him! Sick him! Bite him! God damn!
You!
But I love that. The dogs are trained to hold them down so that the handler can shoot them in the face. Yeah, man, seriously. Those turbans and, the full face covering makes it so much easier to reuse your stuntmen. And you can just have a much higher body count.
On a serious note, though, with all this Kung Fu, and I've been trying to pay attention to this, it seems like most of their attacks are fatal, but they're being more realistic in it because fatal shots don't necessarily mean that you're going to die right off the bat. So, with that guy getting his throat cut or getting stabbed fatally, if they just leave him go arguably, and this is with a giant grain of salt, it takes time for people to bleed out. They can still attack you while dying. So, even though it seems unnecessary to just pop one in the dome, no, it's not. Well, at least not from their standpoint, because they can still get up for a little bit of time.
Jesus Christ, these long takes are nuts. They did not skip their cardio.
No, they didn't.
I mean, for real, because there's a reason why action movies are use very short shots and are edited rapidly together. Is because they don't want to. Actors don't want to be moving for that long.
See, this is where,
Damn!
you know, Sterling Archer always counts his bullets. You did not get that's one on that.
Yeah, for real. But also that reload time, like he did not skip his practice time for that.
Have you seen him practice his reloadings? It's ridiculous. He's so damn good.
It is nuts. Oh,
Yeah, shoot him in the dick. Shoot him in the dick.
up and around, up and around. Yeah. In the face. In the face. Oh, not quite. Oh no, this is cool.
What? Horse shit.
Damn! Damn!
Did I
In the face.
Did
In
I
the
look
face.
away
In the
the
face.
first time I watched that bit?
Oh. But yeah, man, like, dude, again, adding the element of attack dogs with gun fu, that's a fresh one for me. And goddamn, that actually might have been probably the best action sequence in the movie for me. And it's not to say like the other ones are like less or anything. I'm just like, wow, that's really fresh.
Mm-hmm. Like the horse.
Yeah, for real. Well, again, I'd seen a motorcycle chase and a horse before, but not quite to that level. But and it was different enough where it wasn't like oh they're just ripping off this. No, it wasn't, not at all. But this is just a whole new thing. Good doggies, very good.
Good doggies. And we're done.
You know, Keanu
That was good, boy.
Like, Keanu apparently was really nervous working with those dogs. Like, I remember seeing in interviews that he's like, I can't look at the dogs. I couldn't pet them or anything because they might actually attack me. And I'm like, God damn! Because they're just that well disciplined, man. Ah, oh, dude, seriously, these locations, like... I mean, we had some really interesting stuff in the last two movies, but we didn't really go global yet. You know? And the fact that they actually went out to Casablanca and to the Sahara, that's, I mean, right here, that's not like, you know, Death Valley in California somewhere. That's actually in the Sahara. They went out to location to shoot there, and Keanu had never been to the Sahara, and he was like, dude, the views are breathtaking. And the mark has been finally sealed. I do really like this, though. Gives him just the last bit of water before she does this shit. And he's like, dude, it's the Sahara. And spits it back into him. Like,
honestly, okay.
Yeah, dude, at that point I would have just left it right there and then, you know? Like, what's the point of even hauling that thing? For real. Oh, man. Dude, look at that photography. The sunset. Like, my God.
Jesus
they actually
Christ.
Went out to a location for this. That's insane. Fucking sane.
Good God.
Oh man, you know I don't know if they did.
I want to see it. I want to see it once.
What's that?
The Sahara.
Oh yeah, yeah. I would love to see the Sahara, specifically in Tunisia, just so I can go to the still barren set of the Lars homestead from the first Star Wars movie, and stand exactly in the spot where Mark Hamill stood back in like 76 or 75. Well, you mentioned there was a bit of a time jump when John Wick got to Morocco, uh, and I imagine, yeah, it's been at least 7 days now because here comes the end of the king's reign. And I love the performance here with Lawrence Fishburne. Like he knows this is it. Ooh, sucks to be these homeless guys though. Ow, God,
Mm.
damn. I don't even have words for this. This is just brutal. We going for the king now. He's like, all right, let's do this shit.
Yeah.
Tell him, Morpheus. Oh. Man, I really love this. Ready? All right, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Damn! Dude, the way the adjudicator just waits, watches, and then just walks away. Again, every like little character twitch is just like, please do not step on me. Please do not hurt me. Man, the color grading on this is just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Ow. Ow.
All right, get off my
Ow.
camel.
Ow. Oh yeah, I forgot about this guy. He was one of the. He's supposed to be part of the high table and whatnot, but um, I remember seeing this dude earlier in the first Wonder Woman movie. He was the dude in the team that they assemble in World War One. He was the dude who always said he always wanted to be an actor or something. I don't know if you remember that from the first Wonder Woman.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
It took me a second. I was just like, what are you? Okay.
Although it's really strange that they have a guy like this. I'm not saying like this is miscasting or anything, but um, I just always thought that if you showed like an elder of the high table or something like that, it would be this ancient old person, and not someone who's like roughly looks the same age as John.
Right.
Which just makes me kind of think like, is he like a prince of like the high table where he's not? He might be like a bigger fish in the ocean instead of the pond that we've been seeing. But
Right.
there's still there's still someone that he addresses. Like, he might be a prince, but John Wick still needs to go after the king.
Mm.
That's at least my rationale thinking of it. Because again, I always thought that the elders of the high table should be these very ancient, older individuals. Yeah, but for that, you gotta pay a price. And the price is a real bitch. Oh, this shit. Seriously. Uh, uh, God damn. The symbolism in that, you know? Ah! Someone get that man some. Get that man
Bourbon?
a full bottle of. Yes, a full bottle of bourbon. You know, not gonna. I keep forgetting whether or not they were able to cover up the fact that John Wick lost a finger throughout the rest of the movie. Because I mean, I know they have it in some shots like this that are fairly obvious, but
Where it's yeah.
in terms of the rest of the action sequences, I forget if they actually cover it up or not. Oh shit! New suit, new motherfucking suit. Also, I gotta say, John Wick is just like really taking this shit hardcore because you would think after all that shit, he would have taken at least a few days vacation. But I guess the trip back to New York was vacation enough, huh? Oh God! And once again, it's New York. No one notices that shit. Hi guys. What's happening? You know, I also love that they got the one of the main assassin students here that they got was Yayan, I think that his name is. He played Mad Dog in the Raid Redemption. You recognize
Oh
him, right?
yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's nice to see they got some more dudes for. But I like that they got several veterans of the Raid Redemption, because I really imagine Chad Stahelski saw that and he's like, oh, dude, these guys are really fucking good. Let's get them for our movie. That was cool.
Ooh,
That was cool. Oh, and he just disappears again. On the other side, dude, that's some Batman shit.
Too late. Don't matter.
Dude, for real. No one bats an eye. Nothing. Look, if this was any other country or any other place other than New York, I would not buy that. They were smart to have that in New York, because I guarantee you, people in New York would not give a shit at all.
Woo!
Oh, Jesus, breaks his face with a motorcycle helmet. In the face. Yeah! Shit. All right, now we got a motorcycle chase. Now I got a motorcycle chase on, bitches. And not just any motorcycle chase. Motorcycle chase with motherfucking ninjas! Ninja motorcycle fight! Hell yeah! Hell yeah, Batman!
I mean, I'm so curious to what they do after this. Like, how are you gonna keep one-upping yourself when you just throwing shit like this all over the place?
Well, you remember what happens later on, right?
I mean, no, I mean like other movies.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I think the trick is you don't have to outdo yourself. You just have to do something different. Because I know. Yeah, I know. Those swords, that's fucking awesome. Dude, look at this. Long take. Long take. There ain't no quick cuts here. Like, I know this is some green screen shit and whatnot, but, obviously for safety reasons, and you can't really shut down. And you really can't shut down, like, a road. But still, like, goddamn. Look at this. Dropping motherfuckers left and right. And once again, using the motorcycle helmets to conceal the identity of your stuntmen. So all those stuntmen you saw in the last fight, they're probably here.
No, did not like.
Get him! Get him! Jesus. Yeah, man, once again, those... Oh, God. Woo! Once again, man.
Like, I like how it's obviously so over the top, and none of this shit is possible in the manner that they portray it. However, they do enough of it different and grounded in what would normally be like a realistic thing, like what would happen to a bike if you stopped its back wheel like abruptly or stuff like that. And it looks so different because it doesn't look normally cinematic, although still obviously over the top. So
right. I really like this here though. He's like, sanctuary. Not anymore. He's not excommunicado anymore, and he is on sacred ground. But yeah, I think when the guys writing and directing this, like all the creators, they were just like, yeah, for 3, we're not really going to make it bigger or more grand than John Wick 2, but we are going to make it more intense. And I like that approach, is that we're not going to try to one-up ourselves. We're simply going to try to make it different. This shit is so fucking funny. again, like you would think this kind of character archetype would go from very, kindly nice person to stoic villain. And he does this here, but then as soon as he's gone, he goes full fanboy. I actually don't think this is Mark Descato says. I don't think that's him being. I don't think he was acting there. I was like, oh my god, it's John Wick. I'm such a huge fan because Mark is like a huge fan of these movies. So. Oh my god, I can't unsee that now. Do you know what they got to? Do you know what they did to make the dog lick Keanu's face like all over the
like
place?
Peanut butter or some shit.
Peanut butter.
Yeah.
I see it on there. I see it on his face, and now I can never unsee it. Stoica. Love that shit. Good doggy. You really gotta love how John has been so preoccupied with all of his bullshit that he hasn't even had time to name his damn dog. Let him go home! Let him name his damn dog already, you monsters! Oh, this shit is so fucking cool. And I like the fact that they designed this from the ground up, literally so we could have a fight sequence in it later. Like, hey, here, it's just, the cinematography here is just like, hey, look at this really cool environment. Wouldn't it be really cool? Right? It's Tron mixed
Either
with
one.
It's like Tron mixed with an art museum of the 23rd century.
That's a classy chessboard.
Right? I dig that. And you also gotta love the giant LED playing stock footage behind him.
Yeah.
Constantly. Because not sure exactly what this environment is. It's like, I think it might be like an art museum or something. But goddamn, does it look cool? And the cinematography is all about, hey, look at this really cool environment. Want to see a fight sequence in it? And I know the audience is all going to be like, hell yeah! Hell yeah, I want to see an action sequence in this environment. I guess it's kind of, once again, you remember how in John Wick 2 they had that long action sequence in a museum? So they were literally an art house action movie. Looks like they're doing that all over again, just in a whole new skin. Yeah, but I like you. Nah, I like it here. Man, I just fucking love Ian Shane in these movies. For real. I'm really kind of glad he is one of the main consistent characters across these movies. You think Winston here is going to die by the end of all 5 John Wick's movies? Because, I don't know, I feel like he's been playing it pretty close to the chest ever since these movies started.
Yeah.
Plus, let's be honest.
This is a hell of a gamble, too.
But let's also be honest. Ian McShane is not getting any younger.
Yeah.
I actually keep forgetting that half the time that John Wick still lost a finger. That's good.
So far, I've
Camera
tried to
trickery.
pay attention. They've been doing a good job, or at least
Yeah,
like blacking over it. Something quick.
yeah, yeah. Please do not hurt me. It's been a while since I've met a character that's so intimidating right off the bat and consistently intimidating. Like they feel like I think the most like have you ever had like a really authoritative uh figure in like middle school or high school, like a really in your face teacher or principal? I always flash back to that feeling, which is probably very telling of my childhood. Welp.
See, even to these soulless people, they're like, "Oh, Jesus, okay."
Right? And again, I love how all of these people working in the operating rooms, they're all tatted out. They've all got the lip rings. They've got this like, underground grungy, not grungy look. I guess punk. This elegant punk, I think is
Yeah.
the look that they're going for. I like that. Even the Adjudicator with her one tattoo on her neck. Or on their neck, rather. Jesus.
Icy.
Right? My God. It's like I said, it's been a while since I've met a character that calculatingly cold.
Under the present circumstances.
Yay! He said the line! Guns. Lots of guns.
Yeah, get 'em.
Also Also puppies. I need lots of puppies. Oh, dude. Don't you just also, you remember how we noticed in like the last couple of movies? There are just dozens of tables full of high, like top shelf liquor everywhere.
Oh, I've noticed.
Don't
I've
like,
been jealous.
dude, come on. Like everywhere there's like always these beautiful displays of top shelf liquor about. And boy oh boy, don't you wish that was more common in real life. Oh, yeah, no. So I talked about keeping the freshness of these action sequences. This next one, I love how they throw in armor, armor and armor piercing stuff in action.
Right, right.
Like, this is a lot of fun. This is a lot of fun. Oh, shit. A deconsecration. Seriously, dude. Like, I flinch when she stops and then waits to move in close. Like, ugh. So unsettling. You got enough guns there? Oh, we got a busload of guys to kill.
We have specifically, Tim, 2 busloads.
Jesus Christ. And we probably got quite a few more in. And just to class it up just a little bit more, let's have some opera playa.
You know what? If I was going out, or if I had an expectation for, you know what? Hell yeah, I'm gonna make a day of it. Take my time, get some good cognac. You know, who knows?
Throw on some Wagner. I don't think this is Wagner. This is too light to be Wagner. I'm gonna look up what it was.
I don't know enough about classical music to give you a good idea. However, oh, it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And what a great tone.
Yeah, it's actually really the opposite of what you're told to do, because normally in a gearing up for war sort of thing, you want the big percussion and brass, all muscle. Instead, they go with the light strings instead, which it creates a really cool contrast, I think. Oh, hell. Always fucking classy about that. Set the tone for our new guests, please. Of course, sir.
I want those doors. I want those doors. I don't even know what I want them for, but I want them.
I want that room, really. Let's be honest. You know? Also, I do love the color scheme here. The greens. Right? Right? Dude. And you know what? That has to be like a tip of the hat to the color scheme of the Matrix movies.
Oh,
I know I love that line. Hunt. Do what you do best. Hunt. And now we've got our title drop for the movie. If you want peace, Parabellum. Yeah. Yeah.
I always loved that in this is a throwback, the 2004 Punisher with Tom Jane and John Travolta.
Oh, yeah.
During the monologue before he storms the, quote, storms the castle. Same thing.
Yeah, for real, dude. But, oh, man, the green lights. Love it.
Little strobe effect,
Again,
too.
right? Yeah, a little bit of a strobe effect to get get you on edge. But I just really love the fact that, these, hard-boiled, high contrast, dark shadowed, violent stories are still very colorful to look at. Oh shit, they're armored. Now this is some amazing gun fu, where he actually keeps on shooting him just to keep him down, and then he has to surgically pull back their armor to shoot him in the neck. Yep. Although you gotta be honest, like, if you got shot in the head, I don't care if you're wearing armor. You're gonna feel that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't just this ain't Iron Man, dude. Like, you get shot, even if you got armor, I don't give a fuck if you got armor. You get shot, you're gonna get knocked on your ass or some way or another. Damn, look at those reloads. All right, now we're gonna pull out the AR-15.
That'll work.
Well, it works better than a pistol, but they're still armored. He's still got to shoot him several times in order to keep him down. Look at them. They're all trying to get back up. Boom, boom, boom. He's literally just spending so many rounds just to keep him down and keep him occupied before he can pull the thing back and boom. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. My God. You know, if I was going up against dudes in armor like that, I'd probably really pissed off too that I'm spending
Oh,
all these goddamn
Jesus.
bullets just to keep them pinned so I can get a kill shot. You know? Damn!
Yes!
Damn! Pull back, pull back. Man. I wasted so many bullets. So many goddamn bullets. More firepower. Oh, yeah, I love that. He's like, I need more firepower.
Oh,
Like,
the
dude,
jacket's coming off.
You're in a
Jacket's
gun
coming
bolt.
off.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah, now
boy.
you know it's real. You know it's real when the jacket comes off. All right, now we got the Italian shotguns. And I also love this right here where he's like, check these shit out here. Armor piercing. Yeah.
Woo, buddy. Thoop.
Don't you just love how Winston's just chilling with the dog on the couch? Classy motherfucker. Okay, so this is the part where the gun range training for John Wick pulls off is shown to amazing caliber.
Oh! Jesus.
Yeah!
Ballsack.
Ballsack.
That is
There's
very
no head
different.
left. There is no head left to that. But wait, just
Get
wait.
'em.
Just watch the way that Keanu does his reloads. Because if you thought they were insane in John Wick 2, like that great tunnel sequence where he's reloading the shotgun at immense rates, watch him outdo himself here with the shotgun. It's coming up. I'm loving this. And peekaboo. Jesus. But yeah, watch these reloads, dude. Boom. Watch this right here. Dude. You don't just
so
do that.
Smooth.
That is some
So smooth.
That is sports training levels of reloads for shotguns. Again in the balls. Damn! She uses the pistol to get him off him. Jesus. But yeah, dude, look at these reloads. Boom, boom. 1, 2. 1, 2. And he loaded like 7, 8 rounds in the span of like 6 seconds. Look at those reloads, dude. Nuts. I have never seen faster recharges in an action movie, for real, especially with a shotgun.
Yeah, especially at least with a movie. You know, like you don't see that kind of.
Oh yeah, dude.
Tacticality. That's really impressive.
It is. Like I've never seen an action movie with those kinds of recharges on a weapon.
I mean, you could just tell that he just like sat there for hours and just practiced it.
Yeah, well, hell, I mean, even he was breaking like some serious like for the areas that he trained on. He was breaking some serious records. Like he was, pulling off like 15 rounds off a shotgun in like 10 seconds flat. And he actually kind of got down on himself because he's like, yeah, I hit all the targets and whatnot, but I got him out of order.
I love that. I love that because that's what bullets actually do underwater.
Yes. But also notice, like, the way he moves the head and the neck, that's surgery.
Yeah.
Surgery levels of killing. I like that.
Fuck your sword.
I got a gun. But yeah, because I remember seeing Keanu getting down on himself even after doing like 50. Oh.
Yes. I love Winston's character
Oh.
so much in this movie. I really do.
That's how you stick it to the man. But yeah, I've seen Keanu Reeves train for this stuff, and he'll like pull off, shoot off, 10, 15 rounds of a shotgun on a range in 10 seconds flat, and even though it hit all his targets, he'll get down on himself. He's like, oh yeah, but I didn't hit him in the right order that I was supposed to. Like, he was that level of a perfectionist. It's nuts. Like I said, I've put a link in a YouTube link in the description below for you guys to
I don't know
check
if
it
you were
out.
noticing. Finger's still gone. A little quick shots, but finger's still gone.
Man, they're good with that continuity.
That's
yeah,
really
here we go.
impressive. Yep, see? You
More
can see the
glass
gap.
breaking. We got more glass breaking. Yeah. You don't see a whole lot of glass breaking anymore in movies because it's a bitch and a half to set up practically, and it looks stupid when it's CG. Jesus. Ow. Yeah, you're right. I'm totally like, now I'm just like keeping an eye on his hand, and yeah, holy shit. They're doing a really good job of covering that.
Yeah,
shit
they
up.
are.
I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. I like this. That's straight from Terminator 2. That's got to be.
Well, that's just mean. But also really cool.
Right? Just these two sizing each other up. What? Oh, that was cool. That is some Batman levels of ninja.
Funhouse mirror bullshit. Fuck you.
No, right? And it's strange because you would think this sequence would be like a bit of a repeat from the last movie that had a whole lot of mirrors. You remember that? They totally did like this Enter the Dragon kind of
A little bit.
homage.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that this is different enough where it doesn't feel like it's a repeat. Nice. So much glass. Oh, cock
Nut
shot.
shot.
Cock shot. Oh, I love the way they do that with the glass and the blades. I don't see that. That's oh. Damn. Oh. Yeah, fuck you, bitch. How does it feel being kicked into a glass multiple times?
Fucking Nightcrawler just teleporting
Right?
places and shit.
Oh, I do like this where he has to go up one more level. It's just like it's just like, it's another little thing for Enter the Dragon, just like, going up one level at one tournament at a time. Oh, now he's going up against Mad Dog. Mad Dog himself.
God, that dude is talented.
Right? My God, the flips that he's doing, it's insane. I also really thought it was really nice of Chad Stahelski because he was such a huge fan of the Raid Redemption that he actually had these guys speak in their native Indonesian language, and they translate for later, which I thought was really, really cool. Like, it's like, hey man, we got these talented artists. Let's really let them loose, Not just in terms of the action and choreography, but let's remember where these guys are from. I like that a lot. I also really like this part right here where he's trying to get up, man. We've all been there. Just bones scraping against each other. I really like this. You know, apparently, like, Keanu Reeves was getting really, really tired doing these. And he just, and he actually played off his difficulty getting up because, again, doing these fight sequences for multiple takes is non-trivial and will take a lot out of you. So he actually did have a hard time standing up there, and he kind of played it off as like a really funny joke, which I really like that they kept in. I'm really happy to see that. Oh, get him! God damn. You know, you remember how many times? You remember that last fight in the Raid Redemption? It had like at least 2 or 3 different, tabletop pushes where you just have one dude. Like, I'm actually kind of surprised they haven't used that move yet, where they have one of the dudes trip over the other dude lying down on the ground, like just tabletop him.
Yeah, but
they would have done that yet.
These locks and combos are incredibly complicated too. So like.
I guess they really want to show it off.
Yeah.
That's probably what it is. Like, hey, we kind of did something like that, and this is a different kind of style because, that style lends itself to that kind of grubby work that they did on Raid Redemption. Nut shot.
This is like Nut Shot 6 or some shit. Ooh.
Dude, did you see that knife work? God damn. Like, holy shit, the camera cannot keep up.
Oh!
Ooh. Damn! That's a hell of a throwdown. Oh, shit. Yeah!
Jesus.
Fucking hell. And again, that's, right, like I said before, there's so much of this stuff that is reminiscent of 2 with all the mirrors and whatnot, and even to this point here where he breaks the guy's back, and he just says, be seeing you. Like, we had that exact same thing happen in 2, but this feels fresh and different enough where we don't realize, where it doesn't feel stale. Time for level 3, bitches. Boss fight. Oh shit! I just there's the missing finger again. But see, those action sequences, they do their job because they're so fast and they're so exhilarating that you tend to forget to look for John's missing finger.
Yeah, I keep on looking for it on and off, and I think they missed it when he was clenching once, but that's forgivable. His fist is clenched. You're not supposed to see it anyways.
For sure, dude, because like I said, the movie effectively.
But like here, it's still gone.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, the movie effectively distracts me from these exhilarating action sequences that I totally forget to look, and that's just classic. That's just classic
disappearing act hocus pocus bullshit. Creepy ass son of a bitch.
Are you even here? Are you just like a figment? Oh, damn. I love it anytime there's like a kind of a clenched clash, if you will, that he uses his other hand to beat it forward towards the other guy. Like, oh, that's so cool. Because it's no longer about brute strength. Like, it's really just about practicality.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, every once in a while, if you're really paying attention, you can see the black finger sleeve that he has on there. But, I mean, it's so quick, you have to be looking specifically for it.
Yep. And again, remember the action sequences effectively distract you because they are so exhilarating and so
Yeah.
beautifully choreographed.
Yeah. How's that feel, you son of a bitch?
Yeah. How's it feel? How does it fucking feel? Oh, I love that shit when he comes out of the shadow. That's awesome. Dislocate his arm. Again. Send his ass through that window. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Oh, I love that they get to play off the environments with this. Those are the best. Those are the kind of the best fights where you really get to use the environment to your advantage visually. That is.
Yeah.
Oh, seriously, dude. The way the blades interact off the glass, like I almost never see that. Fucking awesome. Stab him. Stab him. Cut his ass up.
See, now that's interesting. And I was waiting to comment on that. But usually when some villain is crawling away, that marks the end, but it wasn't.
No,
At
he
least
was
not
totally
quickly,
That
you
was
know?
that was a bluff. That had to have been a bluff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess that's what happens when like actual stunt choreographers get to be in the director's chair for a change. Like you get to subvert those expectations. Oh yeah, pound that shit in. God damn. Ah, the hand. Ow. Oh. Oh. Damn. Did I mention this movie really knows how to bring the pain? Look at this. She's going to try again. That is a man who has had a very long and hard shift. Like, hey, boss, can I
Oh,
take a
yeah?
sick day on this one?
I would like to maybe because your whole shit got rocked the whole way by two dudes in a suit.
You also gotta love that this dude, after all that shit, he's still going, even with a fucking sword through his chest. And yet he's still fanboying. I like that they keep him just a little bit funny. Not
The
gonna
first
lie,
time I
kind of
saw
wish
that, I half
when...
expected him to just fucking disappear
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, me too. I totally kind of was expecting that, but c'est la vie. I guess they didn't want to go too far into the superhuman ninja. They wanted to keep it a little bit grounded.
Yeah.
Because John Wick has been through some shit tonight. And this guy has a motherfucking sword through his heart. I don't think either of them are going anywhere. Yeah, no, you won't. You ain't gonna be seeing shit. Damn. So based on that timeline, like it was like like late in the evening when John Wick entered the Continental, and now it's morning. Boy, that's some night shift. Am I right?
Yeah, no shit, right?
Like, goddamn. Like, I've worked a couple of factory jobs where it was like a 12, 15 hour, fucking slog where I had to walk, but holy hell.
I'm sorry, but what a line. Such a line.
Oh, which one? I missed it.
We are a high table and we are New York City. Well, fuck you too.
Yeah, that is the spirit of New York, man. New York is fuck you without any eye contact. Okay, Winston. But what about Mr. Wick? Boy, you really gotta love how he actually plays into the adjudicator's like agenda. Man, even their voice is just so piercingly cold. Ow, ow,
Oh,
ow, ow, ow. Not gonna lie, that's a bit of a stretch. After the night that John Wick's been through, it's a bit of a leap that he would be able to survive something like that. Also, why do I suspect that Winston was like, yeah, I totally didn't. I was totally making sure that he wouldn't die.
yeah.
But he had to make it look really good in front of the adjudicator.
Right, right.
Shit.
Well, I think how much of this is like just simply trusting that John Wick is good enough not to die? You know? Like if it were
That's,
anybody
yeah.
else, it'd be over. I mean, how
Yeah,
much
that's true
blind
too.
faith does he have in it?
I imagine quite a bit, actually. Well, you got a lot of bullet casings to clean up. Oh, shit. Go get him, doggy. Get him. Ooh, he's going up against the entire table. All them bullet casings, man. Baba Yaga. Good dog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, buddy.
Oh, yeah. He's sipping down on a Fanta.
So unceremonious.
I know, right? I do like that shot though, the wide with the king in the center on his throne. Oh, I really love his reaction to this. Oh shit! I took a finger. That a bitch. Love it. Love it. See, now I know he's going to be going to war with the high table with Lawrence Fishburne, which I'm like, dude, for real. Get Carrie Ann Moss. Go full Matrix. I don't care. Just do it, you cowards. Because I'm really pissed off. Jesus Christ. Lawrence is just eating that scenery like a sandwich. I'm pissed off too. You know why? You know why, Nathan? You know why? Because the movie fucking ends right there and I gotta wait for the next movie. This is bullshit. No. I want to see chapter 4 right fucking now, sirs. Thank you.
Oh, God.
Damn,
there's so many good one-liners in that one, too, that just kind of stand out really well.
Right?
Oh, God.
Just all of it's...
Halle Berry needs to come back anytime she wants. And, like...
Halle Berry... Dude, just get, like, all... Like I said, we'll get Patrick Stewart, we'll get Paul Rudd, we'll get Carrie Ann Moss, like, just... And you know what? Why not throw in Hugo Weaving just for funsies? You know? Like... just
I can't remember, but there was
for these.
God, there was a movie that I had seen before where Patrick Stewart was the villain, and I saw it like in the 90s. He was like a gangster or something like that, and it was so well done. And the only scene I really remember is Patrick Stewart shooting into a pool at the hero and calling it done. Now we're going to use like the water physics and shit like that, but I can't think of what that movie is. I'll have to look it up. But he was such a good villain, and I agree with you wholeheartedly that Patrick Stewart would be an amazing, amazing villain, especially like a kingpin on top of the high table or some shit like that. Yeah.
Oh, dude, he would be like the, like if he's at the high table, he would be at the end, like the head of the high table. Like, that'd be some really cool star power.
And it'd be interesting, dude. Kind of like how Winston flexes power unnecessarily, but like without really moving anything. Imagine what you could do with somebody with that level of power that they don't have to prove themselves anymore. Other people do it for them. I think that opens up the window into a neat play that could happen, and I'm excited to see it.
Right. I honestly, I'm just excited to see. At this point, I'm just excited to see the trailer for John Wick 4 because, God damn it, I can't wait any longer. This is some bullshit. I stop ending these movies in ways that I'm like, no, you keep going, for real. Although I'm really I as much as I want Keanu to do these like forever, I really am hoping that John Wick 5 will be like the last one because. As wonderful as stories are, you want them to have like really good endings,
Right.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And, I probably will cry when John Wick finally does get his inevitable death. Like I'm betting right now that they're going to take, whether consciously or unconsciously, they are going to take some inspiration from the ending of Cowboy Bebop. I mean, that just feels correct for a guy like John Wick.
I would. As much as I would hate that, I agree. I do. It would be a nice send off.
As you know, like Keanu Reeves was supposed to be Spike for a long time in a live action Cowboy Bebop movie, and he's kind of the best like choice there was in like the early 2000s.
Yeah, but I'm glad they didn't do that because they couldn't have made it well back then.
Probably not, but you know what I would have found again, I know I'm just like do the Matrix reunion and whatnot, but just hear me out. Keanu Reeves obviously is Spike, Carrie Ann Moss as Faye Valentine, and Lawrence Fishburne as Jet.
Ooh, I like that. That'd be
right?
good. I like that a lot.
Yeah, that'd be actually kind of cool, and then just get like some newcomer to play Ed. Yeah, dude, I would totally watch that. Like, hell yeah. You probably can't now because, Spike is supposed to be in his 20s, and as immortal as Keanu is, I don't think he can pull off the 20s look anymore.
No,
Like,
but he might be
he's
able to fish the 30s. And I think you can fudge it a little bit. Spike is supposed to be like 26 or 27, but you can argue like 30-ish. Because
yeah, for
especially
like the
in
sake of
anime, they
adaptation.
draw more mature anyways.
Yeah.
So,
And besides, you can get
all
away
right.
with doing that kind of stuff in an adaptation. Like, you can change the
Right.
age. It's cool.
Yeah.
Although the only thing that I will say about the new whatever any really Cowboy Bebop live adaptation, whether it was the theoretical one from back that is not going to exist, or the one that is in production right now, I have just one simple request: your music had better be top notch.
Did I tell you I was getting the new vinyl album? I pre-ordered it and I'm so excited. I know. I know. By the way, y'all can find it on Amazon. It's totally worth it. I don't want to give more money to Jeff Bezos, but fuck, it's Cowboy Bebop, and I, my soul. I'll recompense it later.
maybe look on eBay or somewhere like that.
Ooh, I bet you could. It might be a little pricier, but to fuck Jeff Bezos, I'll do that.
Yeah, dude, I do that like left and right. I mean, I only go to Amazon if literally there's no other place that I can afford it, and I want to make sure
Right.
that it's no more than $100. Like, I don't
Right.
want to. He has so much goddamn money. It's actually disgusting. But
By the
yeah,
way,
so.
sidebar, fuck Amazon and Jeff Bezos. So,
But yeah, man, that was John Wick 3. How's watching it a second time? How's it? How is it?
I'm glad that I watched it with you because, like the finger thing, we were able to point out some more nuanced details that you don't get in a first running, and it takes a handful of runnings to watch it and catch all the little like throwaways and like what you were telling me about the movie screens being shown in the backdrop all over the place. Like I never would have caught that. Would never would have caught the
Yeah,
finger
yeah,
the whole
for
way
sure,
unless it would pull up. I would never, it was a hell of a
for
well
sure.
done. I'm excited for 4. And I suppose,
Oh,
Tim,
yeah.
we'll just have to see you next year for all
Yeah,
that
dude, for
jazz.
real. Like next August, because that's kind of a thing. It's always John Wick in August for here on the show, it's because goddamn, we just can't get enough of Keanu Reeves. Am I right?
Well, at first I would have loved to do these more in sync, but I got to tell you, having it like an annual thing where you and I just get to sit down and drink a little bit and just geek over
Yeah,
this, I'm all right
yeah.
with this. I'm
Oh
good with
yeah.
it.
I am too, man. It's a really fun time, like always, because like again, I always said that John Wick 2 is probably my favorite out of all of them, but this one still delivered in all the best ways that I wanted to. Because like I said, went to go see it in the theater opening weekend because I could not wait to see what was next. And yeah, dude, it delivered on every level and a little bit extra. Like, because again, it's all about keeping it fresh, and that's what he's been doing consistently. You're
Right.
not going. You're not trying because sometimes filmmakers um, they tend to get a little bit too big for their britches, and it winds up being like in their trilogies. It usually is like the first one that started it all, the second one that was better, and then the third one.
Well, I think
It happens a lot.
one of my favorite ones is like you. To this day, I will put money down. The Sam Raimi Spider-Man 2 is the best Spider-Man movie ever made, bar none.
Yes,
Spider-Man
for
3
real.
is the shittiest Spider-Man movie ever made, bar none. And the difference between the two of those is night and day. So, like,
Yeah.
that definitely happens. They skipped it with this. Let's just make sure that hopefully they keep the momentum going in the right path and they do what they do best.
I
So,
think that they will because like I said, these movies are made by stunt people, they're performed by stunt people, and they're a chance for them to let loose and really see what they can do. And audiences actually kind of want to see that shit, you know?
Yeah.
So we're here for it, man, and we're going to be here for you guys next year. We're taking a little bit of a break. Hopefully, no promises. We'll try to get this show back come for Spooktober. We're doing a lot of revamping on the show, like doing a whole new facelift and a whole new bag to deliver this content for you guys. So yeah, I've had myself a blast. I know you had a blast. Did you have a blast, Nathan? I think you had a little bit of fun.
Several blasts.
Yay. Well, I guess I'll see you then on our new show when it's all properly revamped and repackaged and for representation. This has been an episode of Never Watch Alone, where you'll never have to watch a movie alone again. I've been Tim.
And I've been Nate. Thanks for having me.
Always, mate. And we'll see you next time. Peace.